Hello, third graders. You will need a whiteboard and a marker or paper and pencil to work alongside with me. So make sure you have those things. And remember, at any time during this video, pause me so that you can finish your work if you need to. So today we are going to continue working on multiplication, only this time, instead of multiplying a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number, we are going to multiply two 2-digit numbers. We're going to keep it a little easy though, because the second number that we multiply, give me a second here, 38 times 40. This second number is going to end in 0, and you'll see how that's going to make this pretty easy. Again, we're going to add in parts, and this time we're going to start in the tens place of the bottom digit. Remember, when there was only 1-digit number down here below, it was in the ones place. Now we have a 2-digit number, we're going to start in the tens place. So I'm going to multiply this 40, remember it's 40, it's not 4, by this 30. So I'm going to put a line connecting those two. 40 times 30. And then I need to do my 40 times the 8. All right, now I go to the digit in the ones place. It's a 0. I'm going to do 0 times 30. And then I'm going to do 0 times 8. Now, I want you to notice my lines up here that I connected. I don't know if you can see this, but they make a bow tie. So sometimes this is called the bow tie method or trick for multiplying two 2-digit numbers. All right, let's keep going then. Let's do our 40 times 30. Well, 40 times 30 would be 1,200. I know that 4 times 3 is 12. I put my 2 zeros behind it. And then I do 40 times 8. Well, 4 times 8 is 32, so 40 times 8 is 320. And 0 times 30, well, 0. 0 times 8, 0. And now I add those numbers up, and I can see that I have 1,520, and that is my answer. Okay, so when we continue, we are going to do more of this. We're going to do about 4 more problems. The number is always going to be a number that ends in a 0, a tens number. Technically, do we have to do this 0 times 30 or this 0 times 8? If you're shaking your head and saying no, you are correct, because it equals 0. So it's not going to change our answer in any way. So we're going to make it even a little simpler then for ourselves. We are just going to multiply this tens number by that tens number and this tens number by that ones number, those two parts. Are you ready? So here we go. Let's do 63 times 30. And again, we will always start with this tens though, and this 10 stands for 30. So I'm going to do 30 times 60. And remember, it's 60. And then I'm going to do 30 times 3. And I'm not going to do my 0 times the 60 or 0 times 3 because that's just going to end up to be 0. So now let's solve. 30 times 60, well, 3 times 6, 18. Don't forget your zeros behind that, and it is 1,800. 30 times 3, 90. And when we add those up, we can see very easily we have 1,890. And that is our answer. All right, let's do another one. How about 55 times 70? Okay, So my first thing, I always like to start with the bottom number, and I do 70 times 50. If you remember, I said it's always good to always do your same steps at each time over and over, and that will help you to remember how to solve these problems. And then let's do 70 times 5. And what are we going to do with that zeros? Not worry about it. 70 times 50, well, 7 times 5 is 35, 0, 0. So 3,500. 70 times 5 would be 350. And when we add that, you can see that we have 3,850. There we go. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. And this time I'm going to put the digit with the the number with the 0 on top, just so we can see what that looks like. Let's do 40 times 72. Okay, so in this case, I still like to start with the bottom number. I'm going to do 70 times 40. Now I would go there normally. Do I need to do that 70 times 0? I don't. But I do need to do this 2 times 40. And do I need to do the 2 times 0? I don't. Okay, so here we go. 70 times 40, well, 7 times 4 is 28, and I put the 2 zeros, so 70 times 40 is 2,800. Remember, I'm putting 2 zeros there because we have those 2 zeros in our factors. And 2 times 40 is 80, so our answer is 2,880. Now, when it's written like this with the 0 number on top, you can always rewrite it and just do 72 times 40 that way. Sometimes I do that too. It's just what you are comfortable with. And let's do another one. Let's put 60 on the top and let's multiply it by 59. There we go. So I'm starting here, and we'll do the 50 times 60. I don't have to do the 50 times the 0. It'll be 0. But I do have to do the 9 times the 60. And I will not do the 9 times the 0. Okay. 50 times 60, well, 5 times 6 is 30, and our other zeros, so we've got 3,000. 9 times 60, 9 times 6 is 54, 0, so our answer is 3,540. What's fun, whenever you're multiplying a number that ends in a 0, you know you're going to have 0 in that ones place, and it just makes things a bit easier. So this is multiplying 2-digit numbers with one number that ends in a 0. I will see you for a math lesson today where we will practice this some more, and then we'll go on to doing some numbers that don't end in 0 as well. So see you later.